These are pantries and palm cannons. Some of these pantries you're seeing, these are old pantries, it's more than 50, 60 years old. This pantry you're seeing. This is where you get palm cannon from. These are just natural pantry. They grow by themselves, but it's on somebody's land. As you can see, it's being harvested now for palm oil. So when you talk about palm tree, natural palm trees, you don't have to destroy a whole forest to have palm plantations. They can all coexist. You see this biodiversity you're seeing here. There are different fruit trees here. They have bolo tree over there in front. That's avocado there. And here you have over there you see palm trees growing. And here you have elite farms. No, you see these farms, is another palm tree here growing. So if you really look at nature, these palm trees you're seeing, our forefather, the way they do it back in the days, they don't erase a whole land just to plant palm trees and destroy forests. They don't do that. Both the palm trees, the forest, everything they grow together. If you look at that over there, this is a farm, right? And the palm tree is in the farm. And within that palm tree, you see seeds. There's a bamboo over there, bamboo tree right there. So, and if we come back to this side, you see over there, these are trees. You see the biodiversities, and everything grow together. There is no destruction of uh, all the forest just to plant uh, palm trees for palm oil. This one over there, you see all these different trees growing together. Inside, if you look up through this now, you see some palm trees. Over there, I see that's a rubber tree. If you look at over there, there's a tree there with some yellow leaves. That's a rubber tree there. And inside this here, you have a lot of, oh, there's a palm oil right here now that's been harvested. You see that? So everything coexists. And these leaves is used for broom. So everything uh, is not meant to be wasted. You see, these are ant hills. You see their homes here. If you look at this forest, this you see, there's a lot of different trees growing in here. If you look at those palm trees, see how fresh they are. So all things can coexist. You don't have to destroy a whole forest just to plant palm trees. So this is how our forefathers do it back in the days. Look at over there, that big tree over there, you see. Everything coexists together. Ukpa mi na we ready man now. We are semu. I didn't know. So we are here is harvesting palm trees. Palm, you know, and, I'm just telling you, he has a palm that he hasn't carried this year. I'm not below. Wally. So this is biodiversity. We're sure everything is. Oh, okay. He almost forgets his palm tree that he just harvested. So I'm telling him my language. So I'm gonna take you around and see what they call biodiversity and the richness of these forests when we allow forests to just grow on this one. Well, when you are going video? Huh? Well, when you are going video? Uh, your experience. Okay. Okay, where worry, no need. Are they up by where? Yeah. Full? Who are working now? Okay. Where are they? May I work with it? Well? Huh? Me ale wakere. Efi me ya area. Efi me ya. Comme me fait me a confiance no kere me wa. Eh? Me a kyo so si wakere me keve me ya de wa. You can see this over there. You see this forest floor. Just want to show you. And this tree we are seeing here, I hope the camera captured it very well for you to see. We're under the canopy of this big tree. This is Obolon tree. And Obolo is what we make. Obolo is spelled O OGBNO. OGBNO. You can check on Google. OGBNO. Obolo. You know, it's for, we use it for make soup. It's one of our favorite soup here in Nigeria. This particular Obolo you are seeing is, oh, look at that butterfly. Oh, it's gone. You know, this, I can bet you, is more than 100 years old, this tree. You can see there's a lot of them here. And look at the forest floor. You see how rich it is. And over here, if you look at this forest floor, it's full of leaves. It's very soft. It's where much, this forest floors. Most of these plants you are seeing, they are herbs. You know, this plant you're seeing here, majority are herbs. They are all herbs. You know, and you see how rich this floor is in this forest. Full of kinds of different trees, different plants. And all these plants we are seeing here, they are all herbs on this forest floor. And the soil is well covered. And it's full of leaves. And when you look at it, you're going to find a lot of snails here. They grow under the forest floor. You know. You see the palm trees I'm seeing now. This palm tree you're seeing here now, it just grows by itself. And this, because it wants air. But look at these. You see, they're growing. Fathers in it, that's palm oil. The palm tree over there. This is how our forefathers in Africa manages uh, palm oil. It grows within the and some of these this palm tree you're seeing, for instance, now. They just, it's animals that plant it. You know, when the palm oil gets ripe, you know, different plants, animals, they comes to eat it, like rabbit. You know, rabbit eat it a lot. You know, even what's it called? Yeah, rabbit, birds, different animals. They eat it, they transport it, and it grows by themselves. This one you're seeing, nobody planted. It grows by themselves. So this is what you see in forest. You see just palm trees growing with different forest within the forest. You can see this forest floor, how rich they are. Different trees. So the palm trees, everything, they all grow together. You see banana, you see bananas right there. They just grow. So look at this. This is how our forefather manages the forest. So if you look around here, there's a lot of palm trees. See how healthy that palm trees are. Those palm trees you're seeing, they're more than 70 years old. Every year they just produce. And other trees are growing in the forest floor. Everything into growing together. So whatever you're talking about, multi-crop systems in the forest, you can see here how rich these are. You know. And over here, maybe some of you were scared of snakes. There are snakes. You know, when you come to the forest, you see a lot of snakes, but snakes normally don't just bite like that. You know, come with them. There's a pineapple right there. Let me show you. This pineapple is very, very sweet. You know, this is what you see in forest floor. They just grow by themselves. And this, you know, There are trees, there are leaves, there are ropes. You see these ropes? They just grow, and they just grow and climb the trees. Yeah. Let me show you. Let me take you to the other side. You see, one thing about forest that you're gonna find a lot of ropes. You see this? They will grow from the ground and climb up to the trees. They can go climb as far to the forestry. Let me show you. Oh, this is about a tree right now. See this one? These ones are just producing. I hope you can see it. Yeah, these ones are producing. Still very small. This is Obolo. Many of you people live in Lagos, if you live in big city, you never see Obolo before. This is how it is on this tree. See this? This is it, and this is the one you see here. This one over here. This is the one you eat. But it's easy for soup. There are different Obolos. There's the one you eat, and you still use the fruit you eat as a fruit, and the seed we use it for soup. This is the one producing right now that you are seeing here. That was the one we eat. In this land we call it owi. And that one over there, you don't eat that big one over there. It's still ogbolo. We don't eat that. We don't eat the seed, but we use the seed inside for soup. In this land we call that ohere. And this one over here, we call this owi in my language, in the Edo language. This is what you actually eat it. You eat the fruit. This is still very small now, right? It's very, very sweet. Then the seed inside is the obola we use for soup. It's a different kind of tree. They produce different types. This one is coming up. Like as I was saying, if you look at the forest here, you see all these ropes. They grow from the forest floor. I don't know if you can see it. You see this rope over here? If you can look, how the camera capture? Yeah, you can see that. They grow up to the forest floor, even up to the top of the canopy. I hope you can see it. You know, I'm under the shade of a tree, so the sun is not quite shining. I could show you the rope. See the rope? They grow from the forest floor. I think there's better light here. Right here, you can see. They grow straight up to the trees, even up straight to the top of a canopy. And one thing about these ropes you're seeing, right? If you cut it, they don't die. They grow from the top to the down. So when you come cut off the amazing thing about these ropes is that they grow from the ground for the forest floor up to the tree. But once they grow, right, when you come and you cut them, they don't die. They just grow from the top back down. Very resilient plant. You know. So some of you here who knows about nature, you can see some of these here. And once you see the photograph, you know exactly what the name of this plant, what it is. I don't know the names, but I know most of the plants I'm seeing here. These are plants, mainly most of those plants are herbs. You know, they are herbs. Yeah. They are not just plants, they are herbs. So if you live in this kind of place, people live here for 90, 100 years, and you see somebody here strong because they feed on herbs. You know, people you see somebody 90 years old here. I never see somebody who is a walker here. They don't walk with walker here. You never see it in this village. Everybody look healthy because they eat natural food, man. You know, natural food. That's what they feed on. You know, people look healthy. If you come here now, it's mango season. You don't have to buy mango. You just come around and pick mangoes and eat. So that's a lot. You see what I'm saying? This is what they use for brown. So nothing is really wasted from the pantry. So this pantry, see how healthy they look, and they grow naturally here. Nobody plant them. They just plant themselves. Animals plant them, you know. They eat, they throw it out, and they grow all over. So, you see, these are the smaller ones now coming up. By next, this is already producing. For those of you who love palm wine, this is where palm wine comes from. It's produced from palm trees. If you're online, if you're here, or you're just wondering where we are, I'm actually here in Edo State, somewhere in Esan Edo State. I'm here for a research, and so I'm here in Esan Edo State. We want to see uh, how the environment, what has happened to the forest here. We've seen how we can actually restore this forest because a lot of forest degradations, you know. Because these places you are seeing many years ago, if you look at there over there, right, we used to have big, big trees all over these places. And of course, that's the bamboo right there growing there. You take a look where you see. These are bamboos. Those of you who live in the northern Nigeria, most of the bamboos they use in northern Nigeria comes from the south, mainly from Edo State. You know, it's where they harvest them, they transport them to the north. They use it for scaffolders to build for building constructions. Like I was saying, if you look at that area over there, you just see clear sky. It never used to be that way. This place used to be full of trees. I'm talking about 500 years old trees, 600 years old trees. Now what we are seeing, the forest is gone. And if you hear some distance away, what do you hear? You hear some machine cutting down trees. How many of you have seen these leaves? They use it too in Asian countries. These leaves you're saying, I don't know the name for it. It's a herb too, and you can use it to wrap food. There's a special taste that it gives to you. And you use this leaf to wrap food. You see how it grows there on the forest floor? It's just growing here on the forest floor. And if it goes to China, some of these Asian countries, they use these leaves too. Yeah, it just grows on the forest floor here. You can see it in here. Not only one, you see that over there. That's another one over there, right here. See that? The root of this is very good. Is when you uproot the root, right? You can soak it with water. Once it's dilute, you drink it. It is good for diabetics. This particular leaves you're seeing the roots. It's very expensive in the city. They use it in Asian countries too. Somewhere in China, I've seen it to wrap food. It gives you some special taste. People also use it to wrap momo in Nigeria. See, this is what you see on forest floor. See, it's just growing here naturally. There's a couple of them here. They just grow naturally here on the forest floor. So imagine here in this village, you don't have to buy this. But in the city, this is money. You pay good money for this. Yeah. So guys, so we're just studying the regional biodiversity. So this plant is very common here. It's a beautiful plant. See how look, it's very nice, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. It just grows by themselves. Yeah. These are flowers, you know. Beautiful. Wow. It's in a rainforest. It's full of flowers, full of life. Animals, just name it. All kinds of street stuff. Look at that. This is cola nuts. Let me go back to that. You see it. If you eat cola nut, this is cola nut. Right there. This is rubber. It's a rubber tree. You produce rubber from here. Rubber. Yeah, ask if there's no snakes here. There are snakes though. I think there's more snakes during rainy season. Right. All this place you're seeing, years ago, all this place was full of were full of big, big trees. Talking about trees that are 400 years old, 500 years old trees. But now it's empty. So I'm just taking to show you the richness of the forest floor. Before, when this place was a full forest, when you come in here, you always a lot of these are bananas belong to somebody. You find a lot of biodiversity, rich crops. I think I missed my way. Is it the road? Some of this footpath we are going through is an old footpath that's been around for hundreds of years. They recarved it. It's not the major road. That's through here. Yeah. Coming to the farm now. I think I missed the path. Yeah, I see that. This grows everywhere here. These flowers. This just grows like everywhere you find it. It grows everywhere. Yeah. So if you look at the rainforest, the flowers are very rich. In my language, this plant, we call it awolowo. This one you're seeing here. In Esan land, we call this awolowo tree. Awolowo. That's the name for it. So if you're a Yoruba, of course, these are cassava. Cassava. This one over here is called awolowo. This one you're seeing here. The flowers, they are called awolowo. In Esan language. Around, please like and share and comment. Oh, look at this, beautiful. Wow, a little hole over there in that tree. Let's see what the tree is. Okay. Oh, that's a pier. Look, a pier we use for corn. Oh, it's ready producing. Look at that. This is a pier. This pier you can see it's been around for a year. I believe this pier more than 60 years old. Pier can be around like for years. Years. So some of these trees you are seeing, they've been around for a long time. The forest floor is very rich. And we look around, I see a lot of butterflies. If I have the time, I would have taken you guys to the stream. There's a natural spring in this village. Over there. And here, there are a lot of guinea fowls here now, I've been told, in the bushes here. If you want to see them, they also have monkeys here too. Monkeys, guinea fowls are here. White guinea fowls, man. So if you are a trapper, you want some meat, some chicken, if you know how to set trap, you can actually come here. I saw the hair for animal. And set some trap to catch guinea fowls. We're talking about wild guinea fowls. My cousin just told me there's a whole lot of them here now. The white guinea fowls. Back in the days, my father told me years ago, if you need guinea fowl, you just go and set traps. Now they are back now. Let's imagine this ticket, how thick it is. Normally this is how rainforest look like. For you to go through it, you have to cut your way through it. You have to cut your way through it. You see how thick it is? This is ticket. This is how rainforest normally looks like. You have to cut your way through it. It's even thicker than this when you reach it. So over here, there's a lot of guinea fowls here now, being told. Over here, plants reproduce themselves. Everything coexists together. This footpath I am going through now, this footpath has been around for more than 400 years. I know more than 600 years old. Because this particular area that we are, our forefather used to live here. This is where they used to live. There used to be houses here. When we go around, we want to excavate, and you're going to see some houses out here that is now broken down. You know, our forefathers, this is where they lived before they moved to the present. Sorry, folks. We have a break in transmission because we have issue with internet, and we're back live. And if you look at these particular route, I want to show you. This has been around for years, you know, and this particular road you're seeing, this road is more than 600 years old. And this area you're seeing over there, this place you're seeing, people used to live here. Our forefathers, this is where the place they used to live. We're talking about from maybe from around 1400, 1300. Our forefathers, there's houses here. You know, they used to live here before they moved from here to the village, which you are going to see soon. You know, so this road it's a long, it become a fun part. But this road you're seeing, this footpath, right, is more than 500 years old. You know, and like I said, this area it takes us to the farm area, and our forefathers used to live here in this place, and all this land belongs to different families. You know, and if you see that stick over there, what it means is that in my culture, this place belongs to somebody. You are not supposed to pass through. That's what this tree here. So when you see this here, it shows this area belongs to somebody. He has left the land. He's not around the land. When it comes to the farm, they take the stick out. Once you see the stick is out, you know somebody is around. It's in their land. So here, it simply shows a sign. This place don't belong to you. It belongs to somebody else. That's what this stick is for. You're saying. If you're wondering where we are here in Edo State in Esan land, and I'm showing the biodiversity, the ground floor, in the richness of the forest floor, the biodiversity. You know. So this road we want to take you through this footpath, as you can see. It's been around. See that it has. We're gonna see. See it has curved down that way, right? See my curved down that way, right? You know, it's been years of footwork where people pass through to the farm. You know, I can tell you this road is more than 400 years old. This road you're saying. You know. It's more than 400 years old. This road you're seeing. You know how this thing is. So you can see four great grandfathers. Some of these trees you're seeing, these are Coca-Cola. It's like a V shape because it's been coming from the top over there. Damn. So it's more than 400 to 500 years old road. You know, it's a footpath. You can ride a machine through this, but a vehicle cannot pass through it. You know. This footpath now leads to the new village, which I'm going to take you through. You see, forest floor is very rich. This particular plant is like a sugar cane, but it's not tasty as sugar cane. It's actually edible. This one here. Once you peel it, you eat the middle of it. These are all herbs. You know, the forest floor is very rich. It's full of a lot of trees, flowers, you know, a lot of plants. So this footpath we're working is hundreds of years old. You know. And oh, look at that. Nice to see how beautiful. See that? Yeah, look at the fruits. And this fruit you're seeing out there, you see right there here. You know, plant animals feed on these. Bears, just name it. Insects, they feed on all this. Beautiful. The forest floor is full of a lot of biodiversities. Just all manner of insects. Amphibia, just name it. butterflies. Let me climb up here. See, let me show you what I mean. You see that? This is real forest. See this? This is how forests look like. You see a lot of the ropes that climb up the trees. They all they all coexist together. All kinds of trees here. Look at this. This is really nice. Over here, the ground. Oh my God, this is beautiful. You see all these trees, and if you look at the floors there, it's really moist and well moist. All the leaves when they fall down. That's why the rainforest is very rich because on bottom floors, you wonder how does this plant survive? How did they survive without sunshine? In most plants, you're saying they don't need sunshine to survive like that. They get their nutrient from the forest floor. You can see this, right? See, there's many plants here. You know, they all survive. If you're here, it's just cool. It's even cooler than AC because the air here is fresh. It's a natural air. So you wonder how these plants survive. They just this is how they survive. I mean, they're under the forest floor and they're doing very well. There's no plants here that is malnourished. They are all flourishing. You know, forest floor. You see this? That's a whole plant, man. It grows on the tree. Everything coexists here together. This is how a typical forest normally looks like. If you ask me, there are snakes. Oh, there are snakes here. But you don't just find snakes like that. You must understand. You know, there are no snakes. There are snakes though, but you don't just find snakes like that. Even snakes will never touch you except if the life is in danger. You know. Look at this. What do you hear? You just hear sounds of plants. I will just be quiet. I won't talk anymore so that you can just hear the sounds of insects and plants and birds. I want to show you a butterfly there. There's a butterfly, beautiful butterfly. It's camouflage. Do you see it on that yellow plant? Is it a butterfly? Yeah, different. Look at that. Is that yellow plant over there? That light yellow plant? The butterfly there. Look at that. If you hear, like, subscribe, and share. If you come under here, it's so cool, quiet, and peaceful. Nature is healing, man. I don't know why we destroy our environment. I don't understand. You see? hear some noise over there. Yeah, it looks like it's a guinea fowl. It's far away. I can't see it. It's inside the ticket. Can you hear the noise? There's a guinea fowl somewhere in the front. Let me see. It looks like a snake. Right in front, I see it. It looks like a snake. It's eating the prey right there. The snake. Yeah. It's far away though. My camera can't get to it. There's a big snake there. He just caught prey. Let me get out of here. I don't like snake. Nah. Heading back to the village. I can't walk through everywhere, but what's that? If you're watching, you wonder where I am. Somewhere in Edo State, Nigeria, Esaland, and studying. Okay. We're back online. Sorry, folks. Yep. Sorry, guys, for breaking transmission. Back on. So, if you're wondering where we are, I'm somewhere in Edo State, Nigeria, in Esaland, and we're doing some research on the forest deforestations in Esaland, and we're looking at how we can restore it. So I just took a walk to show you some of the biodiversities on the forest floor. So I'm walking back to the village now, and like I said, this road we are working on is more than 400 years old footpath. So if you're watching this, I encourage you to plant a tree, because the level of deforestation is alarming. We can help restore the soil. There's a cassava. By planting trees, stop bush burning, and tell your government or federal, state, wherever representative to ban plastic. Because plastic is destroying our environment. Look at this, how beautiful it is. But this is what we want. We want to see more trees, big trees, small trees, everything, all coexisting together. Let us preserve our environment for ourselves, for our children's children, so that we can breathe clean air. We can have an environment that is cool, instead of the environment that is too hot. Look at that there. The land, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And remember to keep your environment clean, plant trees, and let us save our environment. It is a duty of everybody, not just one person, everybody. Whether you're politicians, you are the private sector, You can actually buy forest and preserve it. Everybody should do this. You can see I'm out of the forest now. We're coming to the village here. I didn't go that far in there.